Good morning, and thank you so much for waking up with Bunny. I've got my coffee, I've got my water, I have you guys, I have the internet. Like, how much more can a girl want? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the slide into the weekend. I hope everyone is looking forward to a fantastic weekend. Taking my first sip of coffee. Whew. I'm trying a new coffee. It's a little rough. That one, it's not a favorite. Okay. That was rough. I'm not going to be able to get all the way through that cup. That's just all there is to that. They got to have water to wash it down. Let's see what's going on the interwebs, shall we? Thursdays are usually pretty good days. Let's just call it like it is. People are feeling a little salty by Thursday. So we've usually got some pretty good stuff to work with here. Let's see. She knows all the bad ideas, fuck ups, inadequacies, mental problems, and physical flaws she has. That's why when you put her on a pedestal, she thinks you're a dumbass. Could my man be putting this any more eloquently than that? That is absolutely 1000% true. Let's see what else is being said about this. This is true. In fact, when you date an 8, 9, or 10, you need to subtly point them out periodically. She will actually think, oh, he gets me. And this is true. This is why you don't pedestalize women, no matter how attractive they actually are. We all have plenty of flaws. And even the most attractive women, in fact, I'd say a lot of times the most attractive women are the least secure about their attractiveness. You know, it's not the 10s that you see bragging on the internet about how beautiful they are. It's literally the 4s, 5s, 6s. It's those girls who are like, I am the hottest bitch around, and like they're singing and dancing, and it's the most bizarre thing. Good morning. Balancer wants to remind you guys, like, subscribe, share with your friends, join in, invite everyone to Wake Up with Bunny, and along with you guys, bring your coffee, bring your water, bring your hot tea, bring your friends, and let's all just go through the internet together in the morning. We replace pedestal with worship. It's a simpler term. That's a good point. I mean, it's a good reread this and think worship instead, because that is a good visual representation. She knows all the bad ideas, fuck ups, inadequacies, mental problems, and physical flaws she has. That's why when you worship her, she thinks you're a dumbass. Boom. I love that. That's good. That's a good addition. Let's see. Criminals, blah, blah, blah. Girls, I hate drama. Watches 16 hours of serial killer documentaries a day. Guys, if you are not subscribed to my email list, I dropped an email last night talking all about women loving serial killer kind of documentaries, the true crime documentaries, shows, all of that. I did an email about this, which is especially funny because I'm not sure that Fort Worth actually ever opens my email. So I think it's a little interesting that he did that. Maybe he actually opened my email last night. We're in constant communication. I don't feel like he feels the need to open every single email that I ever send out. And I can't say that I blame him. Okay, what is this? Oh, this guy.
Just rain. You know what's funny about being misogynistic? Just rains pussy. Just rains. Women like a challenge. Oh my God, you're so pretty. I respect you. That's really amazing what you're doing with your life. Drying up pussy.
That's true.
How come you didn't call me yesterday? I was busy. Oh God. Too busy to fuck me? Blowing up your phone. It works, guys. It works. Old guys told me that. I didn't believe it. I was nice to them. They cheated on me, started being a dick. Now look. You know what's funny about being misogynistic?
It's true. I mean,
Just
unfortunately,
rains pussy. Just rains.
unfortunately, it's true. I mean, you would love to believe that women, females, girls are above this, that you can genuinely be nice to girls, that you can genuinely respect them as human beings and as other people, as partners in the relationship. But the problem is it doesn't tend to work long term. That's the problem. I mean, it's a strange female wiring that women just have, that if you treat us too kindly, we get turned off. And in today's society where we're getting attention and sexual and otherwise from all kinds of different sources, turning her off is a death sentence. Used to, it just meant that you had less sex because you were still married and you were still raising children and you were still surrounded by people that you loved, and you had a great family. You just had less sex. You had a dead bedroom. You didn't share a bedroom. You didn't share a bed. But now it honestly means that, like he's saying, that she cheats on you, that she breaks up with you because she's monkey branching, you name it. Let's see what Balancer's asking this morning. Bunny, as a woman, could you explain the psychology? Why does being nice dry up a pussy? Being a jerk gets it wet. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I'm kind of going into that. So, I mean, it's just, and I've done emails on this. I've done posts on this. I've done all kinds of conversations about this topic over the years. And sometimes it just doesn't matter the why. Sometimes you just need to understand that it's true. Have you ever seen a woman who's below the age of, let's say, 70, who has a husband who is falling all over himself to be kind to her, who is going out of his way to do every nice thing imaginable, who does everything that she says and asks and requires without question and with a smile? Have you ever seen one of those couples where she seems happy? The answer is absolutely 1000% no. The couples that I see that are the happiest, the ones where the guy is just a little bit of a dick, where he kind of teases her, where he kind of gives her shit, where she doesn't really get away with much, where she, says one thing and he does another. Every once in a while there's, he'll do something he asked her to do without like challenging it first. But for the most part, he is just leading 1000% of the relationship, even if they've been married for 35, 55, 65 years. He is the leader of the relationship from the start, and he continues to be. And that is what keeps girls excited, aroused, and locked in on you. Sometimes I truly think that guys cannot wrap their heads around the psychology of why women do this, because you're not women. Just like women can't wrap their heads around the psychology of why men do certain things that they do. But you have to really understand that it works, that exactly what he's talking about works. If you are running rotations of girls, you will have more girls in your rotation and have more girls vying for your attention, if you're not as nice to them. It's and this is true even with like the most highbrow women. This isn't about the caliber of woman. This is about the fact that she's female. Period. It's like Fort Worth tells this story pretty frequently about this couple that was at this, big ritzy social event. And she is a big name attorney. She's a powerhouse. She's a badass. She's like the up and comer. She attended Harvard Law, like the whole nine yards. She has the pedigree. She is top of the heap. Her husband is like a normal guy. I don't remember how they met, but he's just like a normal guy. Like he owns a landscaping company or something like that. Like, he's the boss, but it's not like he's a fellow powerhouse attorney or the CFO of a Fortune 500 company. No, he's a normal guy. So they're standing around at this social event, this gala or whatever the case may be. It's a highbrow event. And everyone is trying to vie for her attention and is pouring compliments all over her about having graduated from Harvard and all of her accomplishments. And this husband starts making fun of her to her face. She's there. Oh, yeah, let's ask her about Harvard. Oh, she went to Harvard. Oh, my gosh. And she's just giggling and she's batting at him. And she's being a girl. She's not being a powerhouse, badass, bulldog attorney. This is what women want. Women want a man who doesn't take us so fucking seriously. So it's not that, asking this question is not a good question. It's that men aren't going to completely wrap their heads around it, but you need to understand that it works. That exactly what Bill Burr is saying in this clip is just the truth. It's a hard pill to swallow. And sometimes this is why Fort Worth put together that book, Chicks Dig Jerks. It's all about asshole game, dread game. He has a dread game book. Like all of this stuff is critical learning because it works. Because it keeps her interested, it keeps her on the hook, it attracts her in the first place. These are important concepts to know that they work. You're not going to understand them from the female perspective, just like females aren't going to understand a lot of things about male psychology because we are not wired the same. We are humans. And that is where the similarity ends. But psychologically, emotionally, mentally, spatially, we're very different, very different. So you don't have to understand why it works, but you have to understand that being a bit of an asshole works. 1000% accurate. I'm just going to go on and repost this right now because it's important. You are where your thoughts have brought you. As we think we travel, we are forever moving in thought. That's 1000% true. I mean, I completely believe that the law of attraction is a huge factor, that you are what you think about, that the life that you have is exactly what you have designed it to be, whether you like that thought or not. Where you are right now is exactly where you have created yourself. You have put yourself in this position, and blaming anything but yourself for the position that you're in right now is an exercise in frustration, because the truth is it means you haven't learned a lesson yet. If you're in a position that you don't want to be in and you're trying to blame anyone but yourself, I have bad news for you. I have bad news. You have lessons to learn, and you better keep on trucking. Let's see. Man, AJ Cortez puts out some fucking rock star stuff. I've released a free guide, 10 laws of training. Everything that I've gotten of his, that I've purchased of AJ Cortez's, is really solid. If you guys want guides that are based on your fitness successes, definitely check his stuff out. And he also, if you don't follow him, because if you are in the gym lifting, he does a lot of videos. He releases a lot of videos just making sure that you're using proper form and that you're exercising in ways that are healthy for you, not only in building your strength and musculature, but are good and healthy for your long-term healthy aging. So if you are in that weight room, this is a great account to follow. So do that if you haven't already. He does have almost 200,000 followers, so I'm pretty sure that you probably follow him already. Let's see what else. Oh, this one sucks. This trucker, I don't know what he's reaching for, but he totally rolls, just completely overcorrects, rolls. Fuck, there he goes. I don't know what he was reaching for, but I hope it was worth it. Princess treatment comes naturally. Yeah. Doesn't mean it's hot. Let's see. Life gets better when you have children. Agree or disagree? You won't have time for yourself if you have kids. I've improved in every area of my life because of my kids. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see about this.
Whatever. Taxation is theft.
Oh, God damn it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh.
If you're not showering after the bar, what are you doing?
Whatever. Taxation is theft.
Oh, God damn it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh.
If you're not showering after the bar,
if you're not showering after the bar, what are you even doing? Literally shotgunning. Literally shotgunning a drink. Oh my God. Man, there are some idiots out there. Y'all are cracking me up. This guy's sex is not male or female. It's no experience. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, hello. Hey, are you falling asleep? Yes, now shut up. You're driving. Let's see. Oh my. Me next in line at the dispensary trying to act normal. I feel like that's what I would look like as a guy. I mean, just like that all the time. This is why I was designed to be a girl. This is so true. This is so true. Men and women before and after a shower. 1000% accurate. Here's what I find interesting about men, women, makeup, aging, you name it. So men and women are both human, let's say. And yet, because you are so used to seeing us with makeup, and this can be full face of makeup, like from a, theater makeup version of things, or just like standard issue, what we call like no makeup, which is essentially to just look very natural and not like we're trying too hard, even though sometimes it can take as long to do no makeup as it does to do any kind of makeup. But you're so used to seeing us with makeup that then whenever we don't have it on, we look like you guys. Like, we genuinely have human faces. And so the makeup is what makes us look more feminine. This is true almost across the board. There are times in women's lives, usually around like 16, 17, 18 years old, where girls will have delicate features. And that's when they kind of naturally look lovely and youthful and feminine, even without makeup on. However, as she gets older, her face actually starts to change and look more, I hate to say more masculine, but more human. And as men get older, men's faces tend to soften. They tend to lose their jaw. They tend to look more, that the estrogen starts to kick in. It kind of takes over the testosterone. There's a whole biology of it. Men start to turn slowly into having a more feminine, a softer face. Women slowly age into getting a little bit harder face. The jaw starts to widen. The structure tends to get a little bit more square. So women actually come to center, we'll say, and become more masculinized in their natural facial features. Men tend to get more feminized in their natural facial features, to where everyone just starts to look like them, like each other. This is where makeup is critical. So you guys who say you don't like it, trust me on this. In the long run, if a girl's ever worn makeup, she needs to just keep wearing it. Now, if you are in a culture where makeup is absolutely not a thing, then more power to you. Those women tend to age more gracefully. They tend to age more naturally. Those men tend to be harder. They tend to be working in the fields. They tend to be doing hard, laborious work, and they don't soften. The women stay softer. They stay more feminine in those cultures. The men stay harder and more masculine in those cultures. So it's less of a factor in the cultures that are used to women not wearing a lot of makeup and not ruining your skin with makeup either. I mean, make no mistake, it's not healthy on any level for our skin to be coated in this crap. But you guys, Americanized, westernized cultures, are used to it. You're used to seeing it, even if it's a light makeup look. It's just meant to enhance her natural features and make her look more feminine, even if she's aging and becoming more masculine. So if you really, really, really hate makeup, my best suggestion to you is to go back in time, make sure that your parents are like Amish or raised in a culture that does not allow or encourage makeup, and do the work. The best advice I can give you if you hate makeup is to actually go back in time and be born different. Be born to a different family and generation and community. I love it. I love it. Let's see, what is this? Nice sunset. Why is she holding her leg like that? First day at the gym. Oh my God.
sweat a drip off of me body, yeah. Oh, you're full of chat and
Oh, I don't know. I think the way she was doing it was pretty handy. I think she was having a good time too. I feel like she was gonna stand up and there was gonna be like a strap on or one of those suction cup dildos like stuck to the pad of that machine. Let's see. I love it. Arguing with her is falling into her frame. This is 1000% true. Guys, just don't argue. Just don't argue. If you're arguing, that means that you're not leading. If you're not leading, that means you've lost the war. You know, it's not even about the small battles anymore. It's about the war. And I hate to put relationships in that kind of frame, but sometimes when there's a lot of arguing, when there's a lot of drama, when there's a lot of challenges and shit tests and all of it, that is how you maintain control, you maintain leadership, you maintain however you want to categorize your position in the relationship, but you lose frame when you are arguing with her, because that means that you are falling into her frame. To put that in a different way, if you're arguing with her and she's leading the charge, then she is the leader. If you are the leader of your relationship, you're not going to allow that to happen. Period. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, just imagine the difference in decisions that you make when you live in a community like that. I'm not even going to talk about how that looks like a vagina because it's too beautiful. Although there's some pretty vaginas out there. All right, let's see. The Americans are known for creating globinoid mutations, new body types. Yes. Gosh, it's so true. It's so true. I mean, here's what's interesting. This woman in the blue in front, she is the new thin. This woman would have been portrayed in a television show or a movie as the fat girl whenever, like, when I was a kid. And this guy would have been the butt of every joke. Now she is completely average, even though she's already at maximum density and she's already biologically, physiologically, she's already overweight. But now, because our eye is so skewed, this woman in the blue and the tan shorts looks normal. Wrap your head around that. That looks thin to today's eye. It's ridiculous. Seriously, this is insanity. Now, this guy, I don't know who this guy is. Clearly, you probably do. But this is your average old man. Old men always had little bellies and they always pulled their pants up too high. Like, this is not a new thing. This is how it works. But globinoid mutations, absolutely true. Absolutely true. IKEA confesses that their meatballs are made out of people that didn't find the exit. Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's go back. Balancer has a question about the arguing thing. So I'm going to go back to Rivellino's tweet about that so that we can kind of stay on the same page here. So ignore her when she argues, as in let it drop. This is where the 20-second rule that I've talked about 18 million times and written about and done podcasts about and talked to Fort Worth about comes into play. So the 20-second rule, if your girl is just arguing for the sake of arguing, if she's creating drama, if she wants to complain, if she wants to bitch and moan, you stop her and you say, you have 20 seconds to say everything that you ever wanted to say, everything that you want to complain about, everything that's bothering you right now. You have 20 seconds to say whatever you want to do. Shout, scream, yell, throw things, throw a fit, create drama, whatever you want to do. And then after 20 seconds, you're going to shut the fuck up and we're going to go on about our day. And it's not going to ruin the rest of our day. You say, all right, are you ready? Go. And she gets 20 seconds. Now, more often than not, a girl won't even fill the 20 seconds. It'll take her about 3 or 4 seconds to kind of get going because her brain's going, what? Like what? And then she starts just spewing stuff. And then she essentially says everything that she wanted to say, everything that's pissing her off in that moment. And you're like, is that all? And she's like, yeah, that's what's bothering me. That's what I've been telling you. And then you go, all right, enough. Now let's go. We've got dinner plans in 20 minutes. We have to leave in 5. Like, let's go have a wonderful night. Let's go have a good evening. Let's go have the day that we were going to have. The kids have a soccer game. We've got to get there. This, we can circle back to this later, but we're not going to talk about it anymore right now. You had 20 seconds. If your girl, whether she is a rotation, a plate, a girlfriend, a wife, a fiance, if she keeps going, that's when you say, you had 20 seconds. You either excuse yourself or you say, you've got to go. We will talk when you're done with this. You're not going to get any more than 20 seconds to completely rail, complain, bitch, whine, moan, cry, create drama. You don't get any more time. Now, a girl who, let's say you're married to, you're raising children with, there are going to be disagreements. There are going to be arguments. There are going to be disagreements in the way you choose to punish, raise, lead kids. There's going to be decisions to be made about how to spend money. There are going to be all kinds of things that you guys initially, eventually, at some point, will have disagreements about. The 20-second rule does not always apply to that. The 20-second rule is when she is trying to lead the frame. She is trying to crush you. She's trying to shit test you. She's trying to create drama and bitch and moan and complain and whine. If she is bringing a genuine concern to you in a respectful way, that's not the same thing as arguing. So understand the difference. I think that's where, Balancer, I think that's where your question is a little bit of, I need you to understand the difference. There's a difference in, as a couple, seeing things a little bit differently and talking it out, kind of coming to a middle ground, and her yelling and screaming and throwing a fit and bringing drama and ruining your day and hers. So make no mistake, there is a definite difference in the two, and you need to make sure that you understand how to handle them, and that the kiss of death is not necessarily not always seeing eye to eye, but it's how it's approached and how specifically how she approaches it. If you love my content, and I can only imagine that you do because you are here, and I appreciate that genuinely. You have no idea how much it means to me that you guys tune in to the Bunny Show live on Sundays, that you tune in every morning with Wake Up with Bunny, that you tune into the Morning Hustle at 10:30 on Thursdays. Guys, today is the Morning Hustle day, and I hope that you will be there with Fort Worth and I at 10:30. That you tune into our podcast, that you tune into my interviews that I'm doing with people, that you tune into Spicy Tea with Bunny and SP. Thank you so much for all of that. If you have any further needs, questions, needs to be answered, always bookmark myplayboysbunny.com and tune in to that. I'm always making changes there. I'm always improving my website, myplayboysbunny.com. It truly is a great source for dating and relationship coaching that works, including how to get in touch with me directly. So if you want to schedule a consult with me, Balancer, you would be a great person you're a great example of someone who could really benefit from a consultation, because you're always asking great questions that need to be answered. But the products that I offer, the consultations, there's in-person and virtual meetup options, there's courses, there's videos, there's all kinds of stuff. And this website has been a great source of information and direction for a lot of men for a lot of years. So I invite you to tune in to that anytime that you are wanting a question answered, including under men. If you go there, you will see that you have the option of submitting a question for Q&A. So if you want a specific question answered, you want us to do a podcast on a specific topic, you want the topic of a show to be one of my mini programs to be a specific topic, this is where you could submit those questions as well. So anytime that you want to reach out to me, myplayboysbunny.com is a great place to do that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and every day. I want you to go lift heavy stuff, go have some hot sex, and go accomplish something. Be productive. Have a great day, and you will win, 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 win. I love it. I love it. Balancer's like, I will think of the most amazing question. I have no doubt that you will. I have no doubt. You have great questions. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will see you in a few hours on the Morning Hustle with Fort Worth and I, and in 23 and a half hours right here on Wake Up with Bunny. Bye.